That's working now. I guess I had to push the button twice. Hello, hello, hello. Kind of look at myself, see how I'm doing. Hey guys, welcome. If I'm not going to bring it up anymore, the idea is that we don't get a whole lot of people chiming in or even knocking on the door up here to figure out what the hell's going on. And that's what I do is I have have been granted some beautiful ability to be able to read scripture and to be able to pick apart the idea of the spiritual side of our Bible. This is a part of the Bible that's brought together through symbolism and through numbers and stuff like that. And with, a little bit of a careful study of the Bible brings about an ear and an eye for the spiritual side of our Bible. And believe it or not, that's the part of the Bible that once we have done the top part, the letter side, then we will eventually experience the higher side, the what is inside of this. I would say what is hidden in this. And so there's this very conscious idea that the Bible has a physical side to it, which would be the letter, what we see. Actually, physical side of something. But within that writing is things that we don't see, things that are brought about through those names, through taking apart the names and the meaning of the names. You come up with a whole nother story. And when you wrap it around a certain formula, which is what I work on here with the numbers game, is that it helps reveal the scriptures even more. It's like, oh my God, we use these numbers like shovels to dig up this beautiful business. And this is what we're supposed to do. The Bible looks at all of these things as, at least the earth as being something that needs to be tilled and gone through. And of course, this is where we dig and we find a well and all this stuff, to go down deep to find clean water and stuff like that. Well, these are all metaphors also for a spiritual side, which is you can't see. We just went through a top version of something, but there's an inside version too. And they are represented by physical ideas, which will never change throughout time. But the idea is that there is this Bible, the Bible, and other Bibles and other religions out there that have this code underneath them too. I see it. I can see it. I gotta take my word for it. Well, I've got 2 years or so or more of tearing apart everything that I see and find. I am proving it left and right. But whether or not people can see it is a whole nother thing. I could be right there in front of you. I could draw it in front of you. And if you are in deep sleep, there's some kind of trance that God puts on you. It's called the Vow of Separation. That's what the Bible says. You're not going to be able to get it. You're just not going to understand it. And you're always going to be off on some folly somewhere, letting your mind and your body take you on this wild goose chase, And this is when you let yourself go and be an outsider. Now, I'm addressing today's things because there's this thing called the event, and it was invented by this woman named Doris Cannon. She's long dead now, not long dead, but the idea is she wrote a lot of books off of this. And she spent some time in other people's minds whilst they were underneath her control, so to speak, and in a hypnotizing situation. And she speaks very well of all these different places and things, and it sounds really cool. She talks with extraterrestrials, the whole 9 yards. Good God. And the following of the people that has attracted to her is phenomenal. So anyhow, I think it's all crap because of what I've learned through our Bible. There's no escape from Earth. There's no other Earth. And if you came to another Earth, you're going to get another dark planet. The only thing that raises on this Earth are the human beings that are on it. And the way the story has been going, good numbers of these people are not connected. And so this is the thing is, real quick, this is about Dolores. This is about this idea that she would go down. While people were in a conscious state of suspension, that she was able to talk to these different live beings that were part of the soul. The soul's been a lot of things. One person can be many things. This is where this vow of separation comes from with God. It takes a long time to cross this bridge, and they did it on purpose. It takes a long time, and it has to do with you walking, stomp, 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 on the word of the Lord. That idea that the word is what hooked you and grabbed you and hold you and grabbed you, told you who you were. This is, you live by this. This is what everything you put down, you said, you let this thing control you. You let this thing do you. You let all of your actions be by this. Everything you drink, everything you do, everything you think, do, whatever, is all thank be to God. All right? And follow Father, because the way the stories work out is you're not connected to God the minute you're born on this earth. You have to find God. That's the whole idea. And no matter what earth you're going to go to, you're not going to get to the right one. But let's get back to what I was talking about, is that when she delved down deep into people's psyche and she was talking to all these different people that it had got to be, these are all people that were still dead, spiritually dead. No one has come alive with God in them already. All they have are the stories in them. And so this is where they get, there's going to be like a rainbow something. There's got to be this, because none of them have gone through it. Even the person laying on the couch right in front of them is a normal, everyday person. And I would say that there's 99.9% chance that guy was not saved, that person never meditated and made this bridge between your right and left side of your mind. I will tell you that there's a 99.9% chance that every person that she talked to never knew this other side. All they knew was of it. They knew certain things, but that, you come right back down here to earth. I'm alive. I've gone. I've taken this trip. All right. That's the whole idea. I've done this. I went through this. But you don't see any of these things. You're getting a physical a replication. That's the same idea as what we're talking about with the Bible. There's a very physical side that everyone goes with, that this is real and we're going to go with it, But this mirrors this event mirrors these end of time stories. And what happens about it is, if you take these end of time stories to heart and you fear the end of time and you make it out to be something gross and abominable, then you have done the wrong thing. This end of times is the most beautiful thing that can happen to you. And you don't have to go through it ever again. What is wrong with this idea is that when we are born, everyone on earth, everyone is born with this gaping head wound. The left side, or right side of our brain, where God dwells, is not there. It was taken away from you. The only thing that's running in your brain is Father. That's the carnal mind. This is the beast side. And it's also considered earth. That's what it means. There's a spiritual side, which is this about energies and things we can't see. We make them into something physical, like Jesus. Jesus is this physical form, and they're waiting for him to come back. And he's going to come back, and he's going to be surrounded. He's going to be in the clouds, and he's going to be surrounded by a rainbow. And when you see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, this is a beautiful thing. But, we got, it's going to be wrath. He's going to be killing us. He's going to be doing this. He's going to be doing this. He's going to be weeding out the good and the bad. Listen, it says, he represents you. He represents you. And if you think that he is outside and he's never going to be with you, then you're going to always be without. You're always going to be on the outside of things. You're going to be, I wish I was dead. And you'll never die. You never will. You'll always be reliving and over it again and over again until you get this right. This end of times business is not you going off to some other place, a new heaven and a new earth, and being able to do miraculous things and be crazy and stuff like that. No, you still got to come right back down here to earth. Your life sentence on earth is over after you die, of course. Once you finally give up the ghost and give up this skin of ours, that means the soul has made its crossing. But you can't get nowhere unless you're here on earth. It tells you that clearly in this Bible. It says, that the Son of Man has a chance to get, to forgive sins while on earth. That's this idea. You learn how to read this Bible correctly, you would find that you only have this power while you're alive. And so all these people are out here, there's a story in here. It says, one of these, it says, this is why I hate writing stuff down. One of the scriptures talks about God giving the heavens that belong to the Lord, belong to God. Lord, that's two. God is a male and a female energy. And he has given the earth to the Son of Man. All right. Now, this Son of Man becomes all kinds of things. You think that's Jesus? That's no. We are the Son of Man. And we are this beast. The 666. We're the beast of this guy. And the way the scriptures work out is that while we are working out the story of the outside story of the Bible, we carry around a makeshift God or a female energy. That's the spirit. Womankind is a spiritual energy, and it's a female energy. So we've got a whore on the back of the beast. She becomes our kundalini, but it's an outside thing, and it'll get you nowhere. But at the same time, you're gonna be learning how to get there by this bitch on your back. All right, and when you finally shake that bitch off, you go to the one inside. This is where you get the renewal of the mind. It says, don't be conformed to earth. Don't conform to mankind. It says you want to go in. You want to renew your mind. This is the law. This is the law. This is mother and father, honoring mother and father, and using your brother. This is your idea of the spiritual side of you is connected to your spirit or your soul. This is your brother. Doesn't that sound interesting? You, the father, your son or your brother, he's going to go and do what the Father sent him to do. And so we send him on this rainbow trip to gather mother and father and us into one. Monotheism. This is what everybody's looking for. This is what everyone wants. This is what's on everybody's mind. This is the event. But it doesn't come to you. A bus comes up to you and picks up a bunch of kids and takes you off to church. No, they might as well run right off a cliff. You're not going to find God that way. Not there, not yet. But that's where they start. Got to get that hook in there and get you going. Boy, I wouldn't be here unless I was in that same bus. But now I've gone past that. I'm no longer in my childhood. What I did as a kid, I no longer can do. Because the Son of Man was lifted up. And he was brought to this place of level, peace of mind. And there's no way that I'm going to go back and do those things that I did as a child. I can't. There's no longer a lower mind to be circumcised from. There's no longer a giant mountain or a wall between the right and the left sides of our brain. There's everything has been made level. Everything, all that was tall was beat down. This is the event. There is no other way. There is no other way for you to escape Earth without using the Kundalini as our method for getting the hell out of here. That's all this is about. And you can dream and dream and dream all you want. All you people that believe that you can just go out there without doing any works first. I'm afraid that the science does not exist out there for you to just get up and go on your own. Not like that. You can very well sit on your own damn porch, sit in your own darkness, and you can bring all this to life within your own health self. You can bring the light on by turning it on yourself, getting off your lazy ass, and stop waiting for someone else to come and fucking do it for you. It tells you you've got to do it yourself. And you've got plenty lifetimes to do it in. So anyways, this is the event. This is the event. It's in our Bibles. It's in religion. It's in our minds. One of those days you're going to shoot that bow. You're going to aim and you're going to get it. Anyone that knocks on that door is allowed to go in. But I'll tell you, if you're some weirdo, your mind's going to lock you out. You ain't never going to get there. Not with the mind you have. This is what it means to have a brand new heaven and earth. A brand new heaven and earth is a beautiful thing. The wrath is a beautiful thing to go through. To be picked, to be taken, the bad part of us and the good part of us to be separated is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The end of times is a blessing. And all of those people that think otherwise are without. They are without. That is called poverty. All right. Just thought I'd say hello this morning. I just have this idea of somehow, in some way, trying to hold hostage this group of people because they are all wanting so much. And this group is more along the lines of this, on our side of things, this idea that they could think about meditation. You can think about this Kundalini business. How about learning more? How about being more truthful with this and understanding? I can help you with that because it's just easier to understand when you haven't got all this shit clogging all this stuff up. You got to empty it out before you can put something else in there. And a good number of people, all they have is shit inside of them. That's why they say, oh, what a beautiful, beautiful thing you are on the outside, but you smell like shit. What's coming out of your mouth? So death and decay and crap. Well, anyways, I'd like to take over this goddamn thing. I'd like to show you and prove to you this is the place. You are the person. You are the light that turns on and fixes this planet problems of ours. And if not, you are lifted out of it so it doesn't bother you as much. Do you understand? It takes away those things that bother us, those things. You are the thing. You are it. You are the Son of God. And until you open up your mind, you're going to be nothing but a slave to Satan. And enjoy your poverty. All right. I love you. I'll see you later.